Fishing is a traditional activity of many coastal communities or those living near water sources. Fishing methods can be divided into many different forms depending on the natural conditions and tools used. One of the common ways is using nets, which is an effective method for catching large numbers of fish. Fishermen will cast nets into areas where fish live and wait until the fish are caught in the net. In addition, there are also people who use fishing rods, using a long stick and a baited hook to attract fish. This method requires patience and technique, and is often used to catch large or rare fish. Some people also use traps to catch fish, especially in small ponds or shallow waters. However, fishing must comply with regulations to protect aquatic resources, to ensure the sustainability of the ecosystem, and long-term benefits for future generations. In addition to traditional methods, such as nets, lines, or traps, there are now more modern methods of fishing, such as using fishing boats with high-tech equipment such as sonar and radar to locate schools of fish, thereby improving fishing efficiency. These boats can drag nets or use machines to harvest fish quickly and in large quantities. However, the use of these technologies also poses challenges to environmental protection and maintaining aquatic resources. When many fish species are overfished and at risk of depletion, to ensure that fishing does not negatively affect the ecosystem, countries and regions have regulations on fishing seasons, minimum sizes of fish allowed to be caught, and prohibited fishing areas. These measures aim to protect juvenile fish and allow them to reproduce. Maintaining a balance in the natural environment. Therefore, fishing not only requires techniques and experience but also a sense of protecting resources and maintaining sustainable development. In addition, some fishing communities have also adopted environmentally friendly methods such as hand fishing or using nets with larger meshes to minimize the capture of juvenile fish and unwanted species. These fishing activities are often carried out within the framework of community fisheries management programs, where fishermen discuss and agree on common rules, protecting the long-term interests of the community and natural resources. Another important factor is educating and raising awareness among fishermen about protecting aquatic resources. Organizations and authorities also regularly organize training courses on sustainable fishing methods. Encouraging the use of tools and methods that are less harmful to the environment. In this way, not only fish resources but also the surrounding aquatic ecosystems are protected, contributing to maintaining the richness of life for future generations. Ultimately, promoting sustainable fishing activities requires cooperation between countries, environmental protection organizations and fishing communities, to ensure that the sea remains a rich and stable resource for humans and other creatures in the long term. Monitoring and controlling fishing activities is also an important factor in implementing effective protection measures. Authorities regularly inspect fishing vessels and equipment to ensure that they do not violate regulations on fish size, seasons, and fishing areas. Some countries also apply satellite monitoring systems to track fishing vessels. Thereby preventing illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing, IUU. Furthermore, a number of international initiatives and cooperation programs have been implemented to maintain the stability of marine ecosystems. For example, marine protected areas, where fishing activities are restricted or completely banned, help protect rare fish and marine animals. These areas also create an ideal environment for aquatic species to grow and reproduce, thereby helping to restore and maintain fish resources for surrounding areas. In addition, research and development of new technologies also play an important role in improving the efficiency and minimizing the impact of fishing. Research on marine ecology and modern aquaculture technology is helping fishermen find alternative solutions. Protect the environment, and increase the economic value of fishing. In short, fishing is not only a livelihood but also an indispensable part in protecting and maintaining the life of aquatic ecosystems. Only by combining sustainable fishing methods, environmental protection policies, community participation and sustainable technologies can we ensure that this resource will be developed in the long term, benefiting both people and nature. An indispensable factor in maintaining the sustainability of the fishing industry is the shift to aquaculture models. In recent years, fish farming in aquaculture farms has become an effective alternative to reduce pressure on wild fish resources. In this way, the demand for fish can be met without depleting wild fish populations. However, aquaculture also needs to comply with strict regulations on hygiene. Water quality and feed, to avoid negative impacts on the environment. On the other hand, the development of marine ecotourism also helps raise public awareness of the importance of protecting aquatic resources. Marine areas with beautiful landscapes and rich biodiversity not only attract tourists but also create opportunities for local communities to develop sustainable economies through activities to protect and develop marine resources. Moreover, policies to support fishermen in their transition to sustainable fishing methods or modern aquaculture are also important. Financial support, skills training and knowledge sharing on aquatic resource protection can help fishermen change their awareness and behavior, thereby contributing to the long-term development of this industry. The future of fishing does not only rely on traditional methods. but also must integrate science, technology and appropriate resource protection strategies. To achieve this, cooperation between countries, international organizations, researchers and fishing communities is extremely necessary. In this way, we can not only protect aquatic resources but also ensure sustainable development for future generations to achieve the goal of protecting aquatic resources and maintaining sustainable development of the fishing industry. There needs to be a change in awareness and action of both the community and managers. Governments and international organizations need to continue to develop and implement effective policies to prevent overexploitation and protect endangered fish species. In addition, regulations on protecting marine areas and banning fishing during the breeding season also need to be strictly enforced to ensure that aquatic species can grow and develop. In addition, developing green economic models and ecotourism can help create alternative sources of income for fishermen who rely on fishing. Implementing projects to protect marine resources and conserve biodiversity not only protects marine resources but also creates opportunities for sustainable economic development for the community. Education and public awareness programs on the importance of protecting marine ecosystems should also be strengthened to create positive changes in people's behavior and habits. Finally, technology and scientific research will continue to play an important role in developing more sustainable fishing and aquaculture methods. Advances in biotechnology, research on marine ecosystems, and the application of advanced technologies in fisheries management will help the fisheries sector develop in an efficient and environmentally friendly manner. All of these solutions require the active participation of all parties. From fishermen, local governments, international organizations and the global community. Only when we cooperate and act in concert can fisheries develop sustainably, protect marine resources and ensure resources for future generations. To achieve sustainable development in the fishing industry, in addition to management and conservation solutions, the creation of cooperation networks between countries is also very important. The sea has no borders, so fishing activities must be managed synchronously and comprehensively on a regional and international scale. Agreements on sharing fishery resources, protecting migratory fish species, as well as regulations on fishing restrictions in protected areas are essential to protect the marine environment. International organizations, such as the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, FAO, and non-governmental organizations play an important role in monitoring and encouraging countries to fulfill their commitments to protect marine resources and develop sustainable fisheries. They also help provide information, research and financial support for projects to protect and develop sustainable fisheries, enabling fishing communities to change their fishing methods and protect resources in the long term. In addition, the application of environmentally friendly fishing methods, such as the use of modern fishing tools that can filter and select fish, helping to minimize the capture of juveniles or unwanted species, will continue to play an important role. Advances in science and technology not only help improve the efficiency of fishing activities but also help reduce negative impacts on marine ecosystems. Protect biodiversity and reduce pollution from the fisheries industry. Another important factor is the participation of fishing communities in the development and implementation of resource protection policies. If fishermen understand the impacts of overfishing and have tangible benefits from protecting and maintaining fishery resources, they will be motivated to participate in conservation activities and implement sustainable fishing methods. Community-based models of fishery resources management are also one of the effective ways to maintain the stability of fish populations and marine life. In short, sustainable development of fisheries depends not only on reasonable fishing methods, but also on the combination of policy, technology, scientific research and active community participation. Only when all these factors are coordinated in a harmonious way can we ensure that fishery resources will be protected and maintained in a sustainable way for future generations to achieve sustainable development goals in the fishing industry. The application of aquaculture methods in closed or semi-closed systems is increasingly considered an effective alternative. These models help reduce pressure on wild fish stocks, while providing a safe and stable food source for consumers. Raising fish in carefully controlled environments also minimizes negative impacts on marine ecosystems, such as discharge or chemical pollution from farms. However, for aquaculture to be sustainable, a strict management system is needed for water quality, fish nutrition, as well as ensuring that there is no overuse of antibiotics